third time of the day getting a handlebar at my ass.
It's more comfortable after a cheese sandwich.
Yeah. Sort of compacted in there. Gross. We sink.
Everybody, and welcome to Shut Up and Answer the Question, the show where you ask us one question and we follow it up with like 12 I'm Sean Antony.
I'm Ethan Lawrence.
How you doing, bud?
It's a tradition of you.
Yeah.
Intro's as long as the actual show.
Yeah. We'll just get to one point where the intro is like 95% and then we literally answer the question straight away.
I'm sure people would love that. Fans of brevity would love that. I always find it funny when you ask me how I am when we're doing the third record of the day.
I know. It's just, I don't know. It feels like it's
so artificial. Like,
which is something, because I'm really bad for that kind of thing. Like I can tell when it is artificial, and it really does make you go. Mm. And
yeah, it's like when we do the guest episodes where we pretend it's like we haven't had like a pre-brief.
Yeah. I think there's a difference.
It's like, whoa, he's just walked into the room. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, because there is the like, how you doing, bud? Yeah, all good. And I think it's the English side of that greeting that we're using instead of going, how are you doing? Yeah, I've been good. I've been to the doctors. I got another lump, kind of thing instead.
Oh, egg. You're right.
Yeah, I just sat on it. It's just popped out again.
That
was a particularly bad one.
That is a reference to Black Books.
It is, yes. When, what's his name?
Manny,
yeah, he's the policeman.
Yeah, because he got bought for his birthday a box set of the Sweeney and a coffee machine. Good show. Oh, do you remember shows?
Yeah, shows when they stopped on a high as well.
Yeah. We have to stop the podcast immediately. We've already gone into do you remember things from the past.
Oh no! Yes. So anyway, back to your question, because you're normally the keeper.
Oh, you say back to the question. I haven't offered it yet.
Shut up
and answer the question.
Yes.
All right. You've got
to ask the question first.
Are you going to insist that we do the podcast? Are you?
Well, you said we should stop because we're already going on to the old meme berries.
And so now you're starting to say to start.
Question.
I've had a cheese toasty.
And is that what the effects are?
And
like, once we've eaten, it just goes even more chaotic.
Well, I like to think that you'd think it would reduce the sort of panic of recording, but it's not done.
It's enhanced it.
Yeah, I'm wired.
Yeah.
Do you have? I've never had a nightmare after cheese. I think that was a myth made up by Big. What's cheese's biggest rival?
Milk.
Big Milk.
That sounds like a wrestler.
But cheese is just old milk anyway.
Yeah. Well, okay. If cheese is old milk, what is yogurt?
It's still old milk, but not as old as cheese.
And what's after cheese then?
Mouldy cheese.
Mouldy cheese. Blue cheese.
There was what was it I was looking at? There was a thing for it was Borough Market, I think it was, where they had they called it brain cheese because it sort of looks like a little brain.
Okay.
Because it is so blue.
Oh.
It is rotten, but apparently it's very good.
There's some really weird cheeses. Like in Italy, there's a cheese that you eat that is actively being eaten by maggots.
Yeah, there's maggots all in the centre.
Yeah, and you have to eat,
and the enzymes are good.
Yeah,
maybe.
I
mean, I'm quite adventurous with food, especially when it comes to cheese. But I'm sort of might give that one a little swerve.
Yeah,
leave
that one on the menu.
There's a place. Is it in Iceland? I think it might be in Iceland, somewhere Scandi. But they have a weird food museum, like bad, disgusting food museum. I've seen it on a couple of programs where they go there.
That would be cool.
And you go
that's where they do have the what's it called?
The Hanak and Farkendark and the fermented shark.
Yeah. I can't remember what that's called now.
But I thought it was the reason why I bring it up because I thought it was very funny. They had like they've got Chinese century eggs and like the Hanakan Darkenbach and all that and black pudding.
Strumming. That's the name of it.
So strumming the herring in the.
They have black pudding.
Yeah,
dude, black pudding is amazing. And white pudding.
But the thing is, it is amazing. But if you were to explain it to someone who doesn't have it in their culture, oh yeah, we make a sausage out of blood.
Yeah, that's very true.
When you look at it objectively, that's insane.
It's the same. It's a similar thing with like Marmite. When you watch people try Marmite for the first time, and you know that isn't how you should be eating it. It's probably the same thing with like century eggs or strumming and stuff like that. Because I think, from what I recall, strumming you have to open it underwater to stop the smell, but then you have to rinse it like at least 4 times before cooking it.
And often these food challenges just open the can and shove it in their mouths. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of food, I've got a question for you.
Oh, no way is it food related.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just after we've eaten as well. It's like he planned it.
But it's like anti-food.
Anti-food?
Yeah.
Is that what Trump is against?
Jordan Kim!
Hi, Jordan Kim.
Writes in. Which common food item would you ban immediately without exception?
Common food item? What sort of... an item that's related to food in one way, or something that's edible?
I took it to mean like a food.
The food item.
A food.
Food. This is a good one.
Yeah, I thought so. And I thought it was particularly interesting because if we get the opportunity to talk about food,
we will.
And so I thought to myself, hey, why don't we go the opposite direction? Maybe instead of what we're talking about favourites, maybe we're talking about something that we would just banish.
Funny, we're talking about the horrible food museum and maggoty cheese.
See, Sean, you think I don't think about these things, but I think about these things. There's stuff going on up here that you've got no idea about.
There's stuff going on up here that I have no idea about.
Precisely. But what I'm getting at is I'm not just throwing questions out at random, all right? I'm thinking. I've got plans
for at least 15 minutes beforehand.
Absolutely. Did I come up with these questions this morning? Did I get sourcing this morning? Yeah. I had a look at my database and I pulled them out.
Dang.
Yeah, that's how it works. Sometimes I do a bit of planning. Sometimes I have to.
Yeah.
It took me a while to find a puppet question for Max, but there was only one.
Oh, man, that's got me thinking immediately, though, because, well, what we might ban, personally, might be something that's, might be something that we know of that is actually a favourite, like a delicacy somewhere else.
Well, for
but
sure,
something that deserves to be banned, we've never even tried, we've never even thought about it.
Well, I mean, I think we're fine to go from the personal here. In my view, this is us really like sticking the boot in on something that we don't like, and fuck anyone who likes it. We're not interested in that. Like, okay, you're just gonna have to survive.
Out of the the normal go-tos that you go for food, like I don't know, Mexican, Indian, Chinese, like that kind of thing. What type of food would you love to try, or have you tried that is of note? Okay,
well, that is a damn good question. I'm not super familiar with Filipino food.
Oh, yes.
There's not a huge amount of places nearby that could accommodate. But whenever I see it, I'm always interested in it. It looks like a kind of sort of, sort of a twist on sort of like some of the East Asian stuff that I enjoy anyway.
Yeah.
But like with its own kind of spin. So I'm interested in stuff like that. Lots of South American food I haven't had.
Yes.
I've had like your barbacoas and stuff like that, but like not sort of like, you're really sort of interesting like Peruvian or Chilean or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's something like that, somewhere where, well, I guess because so many of the bases are covered with regards to British cuisine, like, the stuff that you can just available to get easily. Really sort of like my heart is drawn to the ones that are sort of a bit more esoteric.
Because there are some weird ones around here. Like, there's like the Bedfordshire Badger, which is, it's a savoury, like jam roly-poly, but instead of jam, it's got like potato and meat and vegetables, all, and then just wrapped up kind of thing. I'd love to try that. That would be really cool.
You'd have to go to Bedfordshire, presumably.
I guess,
So
unless it's called something else, like in other places.
Oh well, then you're encountering real problems. I mean, for God's sake, in this country, we can't decide on what like a roll that is made out of bread is called.
Bap.
It could be a cob.
Or just a roll.
When I think of
Or
a
a bun.
bap, Sean, when I think of a bap, it's floury on the outside. It's a floury bap.
But they're very soft.
Very
as well.
soft, pliable, like a milk bun. You ever had a milk bun?
No, I haven't.
Japanese milk buns. Oh, lovely. Okay, right now
we got to go back.
We're banning things. We're banning things.
For 45 minutes, we're just going, oh, have you tried this?
Oh, this is the thing. I've had that. It's nice. I mean, Sean, is there a flavour profile you don't enjoy? Maybe instead of a food item, we'll start with sort of talking about stuff like flavour profiles you're not a fan of.
I think I'm a big believer in every like there is a flavour profile that you get, like that you can enjoy everything, but it's just in how much it is. But one that really does get me, I do love, I love fish, but there's like an oceanic kind of a salty taste that can get on top quite quickly.
I call them fishy fish. Something like a mackerel.
No, like I love mackerel. I love general fish, but there's some foods that has a kind of like, it has the taste of like if you accidentally get a mouthful of seawater.
Oh right, okay.
So, I mean, it's not really salty, but it's sort of like it is like a saline kind of. That's the one that comes to mind straight away when you say what is the one that you don't like. How about you?
Aniseed.
Oh, I do like. Again, I love aniseed, but not too much.
I'm not a fan of it. Never could get along with it. I think we spoke about this on one of our episodes when I was saying I was turning down shots. One of the many reasons for that is because it's often sambuca, which
Sambuca is a no-no.
Strong with anise. Not a fan.
Something like fennel.
Fennel I can tolerate if it's part of a mirepoix.
Yeah, so it's like the volume's turned down.
Yeah, because essentially you've just put it in there to sort of like mellow out, and then it sort of develops. Like, you know, obviously you put a fennel in the base of like a risotto or something, it's going to be lovely. But you serve to me some fennel just as is.
Yeah,
I'll throw it at you. Like, no,
je refuse.
no fennel for me. So yeah, I feel like, I mean, I hate to predict the future, but I feel like I'm going to land on something aniseed before long.
But it's because my brother's fiance, probably wife when this one comes out. No, it's
that close?
Yeah, next month.
Oh, holy shit! Okay. Well, happy nuptials.
Yeah. But yeah, she's from Sweden, and we're going.
Sweden?
But they've got salted licorice, and it is the most. It's actually what we both like. I'm not a fan of overly salty stuff, I suppose, which is funny because I do put a ton of salt and shit. But then the aniseed as well. But it's so salty.
Sounds like my worst
and then
nightmare.
it's so licorice. But
then I swear we've actually spoken about this before.
but it's that weird taste that you go, I want it again.
Oh, so you eat it and you sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'll have another.
But you're going through going, oh my god, and then you finish and you're like, yeah, one more.
Perhaps I will have another.
What is that called? Like when you dislike something, but then you try it again.
I bet the Germans have got a compound word for it.
Probably.
They've got to describe that extremely specific feeling.
Lisa, if you're listening.
Lisa, is there a German word for when you don't like something when you put it in your mouth, but you then also have another one straight afterwards? Is there anything like that? Like, don't get your mind out the gutter, Lisa.
But that's actually like there's some really nice German foods as well that I'd like to try because you know the Black Forest Gâteau and what are they called, the massive sausages?
Versed? Some
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, it's
versed?
just different versts, aren't
Versed. They're the versed. Oh!
But again, like that's the popular part of that food area. But there's got to be
you want to go to like the
street food,
hole in a wall place.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Jay Rayner, the food critic, who once said that if you're in LA, like, yeah, you can go to these really bougie vegan places but the best food you will have, there will be a man, and he will be from Mexico, and he will be standing at a stall. He will have a lit cigarette in his mouth, and he will be putting pig kidneys into a taco, and it'll squirt some lime on it, and it will be the most profound eating experience you'll have in your life.
And the way that they cook as well, like I went for a stage of my TikTok algorithm was just sending me like video after video of those, like when they've got a whole onion in their hand and they just they're slicing it up, and then they're going at it, and you're like, you're going to take your fingers off, but the speed that they're doing it,
and then that goes in the tequila.
And that goes in.
Squirt of lime over the top. No, very few things can't be improved with a squirt of lime over the top. Very few things.
No.
Cheese on toast. I'd try it.
Oh, I would. It's like a Worcester sauce. That's a weird one.
Worcestershire sauce.
But that's pretty much, it's like like an English soy sauce, I suppose, because it's just a fish sauce, isn't it? But it's so very different.
Sort of. So it was invented as a byproduct of something, I believe.
Oh.
We can't check this, but they were trying to make something else, and then they left this in the barrel, and it fermented for a bit, and then they tasted it and was like, "Oh, hello,
yeah,
like this has got some power to it. This is good.
It's got some punch."
And then, of course, shout out to Sheffield's and Henderson's relish. If you are a vegan or a vegetarian.
You put me onto that, actually.
Yes, because it's
amazing.
It's the flavour profile is so similar, but no anchovies. So great for if you're one of those vegetarians or vegans, which I know we have some in the audience. I'm sure.
Yes. At least one.
Yeah. Well, Tom listens, I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom. He doesn't listen. That's where we find out he doesn't listen, because we reference him and he says nothing. Lisa's going to be pumped, but like Tom's going to be, I don't know, man.
But we got to get back to what's banned outright.
Well, I mean, I'm heavily leaning licorice. I mean, I know we're early doors, and I know we don't like to set our stop. I mean, licorice. I you know what? That's so funny. I said aniseed before, but I just said licorice.
Yeah.
And so that to me, that was like unconscious.
But it's because the anisettes or the aniseed is the family of flavour, isn't it? Whereas licorice is an actual root. It's like a plant of some description, kind of like ginger, kind of thing. Yeah.
But and then they make it into. It was probably one of the. I imagine it was probably one of those situations where wherever it is native, the natives were like chewing it.
Yeah, or it's like there was nothing else.
And then we showed up, and we were like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Oh, we just chew this. We just chew. We're taking that. Fuck off."
Yeah. And then we're taking that, and then we're going to sell it, and then you're going to have to overproduce it, and then it's too expensive for you to even have.
Have you got any mummies?
Licorice mummies.
Tasty.
That sounds like a confection
around Halloween.
Yeah.
We got some sour pumpkins and some licorice mummies.
What about if there's food like to ban? What about parts of animals?
Oh, like, you want to talk like you might maybe get rid of offal or
because there's obviously like, especially when you're trying to use the whole animal. But is there any part of that you'd be like, no, like for me, that would probably be brain. That just feels a bit.
I haven't had brain, but I'm not against the idea.
I don't know. It's just the whole. I don't know.
Well, it's so interesting, isn't it? I think I've had this conversation on the pod before. We're repeating ourselves, but it doesn't matter. Where like I find it so funny what people end up being squeam about. Like, because on the face of it, it is just essentially all meat, right?
Yeah,
it's all just meat. We're all meat, and I'm not saying I'd eat a human, no. But like we definitely did talk about this when we were talking about it in relation to sort of like people's aversion to the idea of dog meat. Like on the basis of I guess, pets, but like, you know, some people keep pigs as pets. But then I guess people who keep pigs as pets maybe don't eat pig.
Probably. Well, it's like my mum, when we were growing up, she had chickens.
I hate chickens.
And they were a special breed of chicken called silky chicken.
Ugh.
And one of them was a male chicken, and it was black. And my brother tried to show his friends, like what type of chicken it was. We had two, and they were called Sam and Ella.
Right.
Because Sam and Ella.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah.
What a good thing to call your livestock.
But my brother tried showing his friends by looking up on Google silky black cock. And he said immediately, he was like, I knew I made a mistake as soon as I hit enter.
Yeah, I mean, you've played yourself. Silky black.
But again,
I'm not sure actually how often silky is involved in porn results.
But yeah.
How would that manifest?
I don't know.
Is it like sort of hairy, but like in a kind of
smooth?
silky?
Extra smooth? I don't know.
Because silky suggests to me soft hair as opposed to soft skin.
Because you can get silky skin.
I suppose you can, yeah. But my mind jumped to hair, so now I'm sort of... I hate to say it, but I'm imagining sort of like a luxuriously coiffured black penis. And I hate that I'm imagining... It won't leave.
Well, let's continue then.
On this or something else?
But yeah, so one time a fox got in and attacked one of the birds, and my mum was there trying to like make sure that it was okay, and she came in. She said it was literally just looking at it like, I've seen that 100 times cooking chicken, like that part of the chicken, opening it up and that kind of thing, and that's what put her off immediately, because you've seen it so many times.
Oh, so when a fox spatchcocks a chicken.
But yeah, I think so. I can kind of understand, like, if it was a pig farmer or something like that, you then go, no. Well, you can't with a farmer, because
farmers are different. Like, I'm talking about like people who keep pigs as pets. Like, if you're keeping it as livestock, like you, at a certain point, you do have to harden your heart because it's your business. Like, you know, and at the end of the day, you got to do it. Otherwise, there's no meat.
There's no point in There's
and
no
like
point in doing
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, you know, of course it's unethical. Of course it is, but also, like, you know, I do like a sausage.
But yeah, I think that's a really interesting, like, what part then gives you the ick for that as well.
So I have tried things and I don't necessarily like them, but it wasn't the fact that they are what they are that put me off. I'm not a big fan of kidney, for example, but that's because I've tried kidney and I just wasn't really a fan of it. So liver I like. Obviously, former guest and friend of the show, Alfie Indra, had chicken heart.
Yes,
I've not had heart. Still haven't had that. Still haven't had the pleasure.
I think I've had heart before, but like another one would be interesting but weird for me is octopus.
We spoke about this with Alfie.
That was because
I have had that, and it was nice. But I get it because they're so like intelligent, right? That's part of the difficulty.
I think that's like it's theorized that they might actually have a theoretical sort of intelligence level akin with humans. But then what if that like in a million, I don't know, like if you gave it 1 million years into the future, and then I don't know, pigs, chickens, cows were then evolved enough to talk and converse, or on a lesser level be as intelligent as an octopus is then perceived. Is that then are they cut off, or is it then like, oh well we'll just continue doing it? Or I've
got 2 things and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Number 1, octopus. They found once that an octopus has a keen sense of vengeance.
And they have pets. We
spoke about this with Blowfish briefly, but I've remembered after we did the pod, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to say it on the pod. But there was this one time where they were keeping an octopus for like tests and stuff, and like just sort of to test its behavioural things and everything like that. And in one case, the scientist working with the octopus, it knew when its food was coming at a certain time, and he deliberately didn't feed it and left the room. And then the following morning, he comes in, gets water squirted immediately in his face, and then looks around the room, and this octopus had been practicing roughly where his head height would be.
Bloody
so
hell.
that the second he came back in, the octopus would just squirt him straight in the face, being like, "You dick, you didn't feed me."
That's man.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Second thing, I had a book once. It was a book of sort of vague philosophical questions, and I promise it is pertinent to what you were saying. Because what is the ethically and morally correct thing to do if a pig who can talk approaches you and says, "Please eat me"?
That's from the restaurant at the end of the universe, isn't it?
I believe it is in that, but this was in a book of sort of pseudo pop philosophy. Is it ethically okay to eat a pig that wants to be eaten?
That's then that would be probably in a similar region to maybe assisted suicide, maybe.
Well, you say assisted suicide. I was thinking about that German fella what ate that other guy's dick. Do you remember that?
Holy shit, that one came screaming back to the fore mind.
That story.
Oh my god, yes.
Because he put out an advert, wasn't it? He was like, come over and let me eat you.
Yeah, because there was that whole episode on the IT crowd.
Yes.
That was similar, wasn't it?
And so where is, where do ethics and law collide there? Because
and consent.
Yeah, because consent was freely given. But also it's murder.
Yeah.
So what does one do there? This is quite deep for when we were initially talking about just banning licorice.
Yes. Oh man. But again, anyway, back to the.
You don't want to think about this anymore. No. You thought this was just going to be a fun episode about food, and now I have to think about morals, ethics, and whether I'd eat a German man.
Yeah, did the question actually say about flavour, or was it literally?
It just says food stuff, I think. Which common food item would you ban immediately without explanation?
Because so many people would say Marmite.
Sorry, without exception. Sorry,
without exception.
Yeah,
but people would be saying Marmite.
Well, this is what I'm getting
at.
And
that's another funny thing, because that's a byproduct, isn't it?
Yeah. But this is sort of what I'm getting at, though. This is personal. We don't have to think about it in broad strokes if we don't want to. This is just what you want to do. And you're right about Marmite being a byproduct, because it's yeast!
Oh, yes.
Delicious yeast.
I had to ramp up to that one, because I didn't like it. And then I went over to New Zealand with my friend, and he loved Marmite, and he was like, right, let's give it a go. And we started off with Vegemite, and then had a very thin smear of that, and that was quite nice. And then as you build up the palate, you then get thicker and thicker, and then it was onto Marmite, and then from there, and now I put Marmite on with
Vegemite
a Hawk
weaker than Marmite?
It's so. Fun fact: Vegemite was actually, I believe, an imitation of Marmite. Marmite is actually named after the bottle that it's put in.
Right.
And the creator of Vegemite came over here, tried Marmite, loved it, and then went back to Australia and tried to replicate it. So there is a similar profile there, but it does taste slightly different, and it's thicker as well, more of a paste than it is the
right. So I've not had Vegemite. I've never been a bit. I'll tell you what I did have recently. Tim Tams.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I did?
Tim Tam Slam.
I did a Tim Tam Slam.
Yes.
For those at home who don't know what a Tim Tam Slam is, you get yourself.
I did a series of that on my TikTok channel.
Nice. I copied Sean. You get yourself a Tim Tam. You get yourself a hot drink, a tea or a coffee or something like that. Nibble one corner off of the Tim Tam, nibble the opposite corner off of the Tim Tam, and then draw the liquid through the Tim Tam as in a straw.
Oh, yes.
And then eat the Tim Tam.
Oh, yes.
Heaven.
Amazing.
Absolute heaven.
So if you don't know what a Tim Tam is, it's pretty much like a penguin bar. It's just probably a little bit bigger.
And if you don't know what a penguin bar is, picture...
Bourbon biscuit covered in chocolate.
And if you don't know what a bourbon biscuit is, just picture... it's a
tastier Oreo.
It's a chocolate bar with a biscuit in it, is the thing. That's the basic thing.
Yeah, because you could do, there was do it with chocolate fingers, Twixes as well.
Oh, that'd be nice with Twix.
Yeah. Snickers. No, that wouldn't work. There's no biscuit there.
Too thick.
It's nougat.
Yeah, that's no good.
Hey,
wow, zany.
Oh, you could do different banning different areas. What would you ban in different area? Because what kind of, I don't know, chocolate bar would you ban? Because that wouldn't come up, like, because you're instantly going to your least favourite food ever. But if there was something, I don't know.
I mean, they're going for least favourite food ever. That's what Jordan wants. But I do agree with you that, like, if you started to break it down into subdivisions, then say if we were only, I don't know, half an hour into a 45-minute podcast, we could spin out the last 15 minutes by just saying, like, listing food that we don't like,
but you could do
as
like
opposed to what we normally do.
You could do Mad March, like, just
Mad March,
competing against each other until you get the finalists.
Mad March,
yeah, it's like it's a base, March Mad.
I prefer Mad March. Wow. Here we are in the third month of the year. Wow!
It does feel like that. You get the third month of the year, and you're like, "Fuck."
Oh, there's still so long to go. And yet, so much has happened already. January's gone. Tax year, tax month next month.
Yay!
Hey!
Hooray!
Hooray! What's your least favourite chocolate bar?
I was just thinking as I said that. I don't know.
I'm not a fan of a picnic.
Picnic? Is that the one that's like...
Too much going on.
Yeah. I think, well, there was one that I've only recently found out. It was called the Star Bar, which is interesting.
I remember the Star Bar.
It is nice, but again, there's too much there's so much going on. I
think there's a tendency, Cadbury's are especially bad for this, there's a tendency to sort of overcomplicate what's going on. And chocolate doesn't need to be complicated.
Tell you what, it's the Dubai chocolate shit.
I am so glad you brought this up.
Because I've not even tried it, but it just seems like there's so much going on and they're so expensive. I'm like, And
apparently Dubai's running out of pistachios. I think I heard this.
Bloody hell.
Because like they're processing so much of this to make these stupid chocolate bars for influencers to have that there's now like no pistachios.
Oh no,
in
the
Dubai.
capitalist country is going down due to capitalism.
I mean, I don't think the country's going down. I just don't think they don't have any pistachios, which is different.
Okay.
Well, it's not great. But
so that's wishful thinking.
We all dream of the collapse of the United Arab Emirates, but unfortunately, I don't think it's pistachios are going to do it. I think they just have to... Because let's be honest, the people in the UAE probably aren't eating that.
No.
That's for tourists, it's for influencers, it's for celebrities, it's for...
But pistachios on their own are just nice.
I love a pistachio.
Pistachio ice cream as well.
I've never been a big fan of ice cream, you know. I'm not a big ice cream guy. I'm not too cold.
I do like sorbet, on the other hand.
Sorbet I can go for. A gelato, forget about it. But
Gelato.
ice cream on its own, I don't know, there's something, it's texturally something not quite right there. But pistachio, yeah, when I used to go, when I was very young, and you used to go down the village pub, I used to live in Goldhanger, and I used to have so many pistachios.
I still remember it so clearly, because I used to do the same. I go down to the pub with my dad when he goes and watches the football and stuff like that. Not really a football watcher, but I like the environment. And they'd always have like pistachios, nuts, crisps, potatoes. And then one day my dad was like, you do realise why they've put those things on? Like, why? It's like, they're really salty. Like, they'll get you more thirsty.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, genius.
There are so many little tips and tricks in the pub trade. I used to know a landlord of a pub when I was at university in Egham. And he said to me once, and it's genuinely good financial advice for running a pub, and also the most profound thing I've ever heard in my life. And it is simply this: how do you make an ice machine pay for itself? Make ice.
Yeah. That it's one of those sort of like, it's so obvious it shouldn't be said, but when it's said, you're like,
but it is so profound, because like, you know, on a structural, actual financial level, if you put ice in a drink, there's less drink in it, so you're making it up on the margins, which is true. But also, yeah, how do you make something pay for itself? Use it.
But it's like with the bottomless drinks and stuff like that. That I think it's £4-5 like for a drink now. Like a pint glass of, I don't know, Coke, Fanta, Tango, whatever it is. But the amount of the carbonation, the water and the syrup that goes in there, I think it's something along the lines of like 8p or something. Oh, yeah. So like you have to drink like 40 glasses to make your money back.
Well, everything's marked up. Like, you know,
but it's such a clever idea, because you go, oh, you can have as many drinks as you want. You're never going to have 40, but everyone's going to go, oh, you can have the all-you-can-eat drinks.
It's not just that, but like buffets. Like, you know, buffets have to run at a certain...
They have all the rice and the potatoes.
But they have to run at a certain margin, right? And so they've got to know what their margins are. Another very similar thing to this, funny enough, when we were talking about cinemas in the most recent JTV episode, popcorn.
Yes.
Like, popcorn is what? Like, you know, I'm sure they get them on job lots, and it's got to be, what, like 50p a sack?
They came in bags... No joke, like up to my shoulder.
Yeah,
and so like you'd just be pouring it,
couple of quid.
But that was just for sweet. Salt, you'd pop on site because it wasn't as popular.
Yeah.
So you could, and then it gave the illusion and the smell, because that's the part of it. You've got the smell of fresh.
It's like
popcorn.
why they pump the smell of freshly baked bread into supermarkets.
Yeah. So like you then go, oh, I need some popcorn, and I can kind of
£7.50 for a regular box, and that amount of popcorn probably cost 1.5p.
Exactly, yeah, if that. And like they do say it's like, oh, because of the licensing and stuff like that. But there's a point where you're like, really?
I don't think a lot of multiplexes especially, a lot of cinemas aren't in the business of distributing films. They're in the business of selling popcorn.
There is a small family-owned cinema in Burnham, not far from us, and there's loads. I've been to so many around the country, but they still do. It's like £4 a ticket. It's £2 for a little. It's a tiny bag of popcorn. But it's only £2
and you're supporting a local business.
It's supporting a local business.
But
it feels different. Like, as I said before, going to the Everyman, you feel like it's something there that you're going for the experience as well. So everything is happening, and it's a same thing, but on a more personal level. With those little family-run businesses, then you've got those ones in the middle that they're just charging you up the arse for the popcorn, and then they're not even like. I used to work at a cinema, so fuck you. But I like it is that there is that kind of that atmosphere of. Right, you've got to clean this as quick as you can. You've got to do this as quick as you can. It's like, well, what about the make sure that it's all clean? No, you don't have time to make sure it's properly clean. Just get all the stuff off. So they're going in with sticky floors, with stuff on the seats and stuff like that. And it just...
No way to run a business. No way to run a business.
It's just that yeah.
Well, it was the same when I used to do pizza delivery. I saw the stock take. I know how much that dough cost. And I know how much they were selling. And I know how much they were charging. I know, it's a racket, mate. It's a fucking racket. Absolutely, my God. Oh dear, what were we talking about?
Food. What food should be banned?
Licorice. Look, I said aniseed initially, then I said licorice sort of unconsciously. It's got to be licorice, I'm sorry.
Sambuca?
Bertie Bassett.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, that's mine. Sambuca.
That's not food, that's a drink. Trapped you in a logical paradox. Bertie Bassett. My granddad loves Bertie Bassett's. And I feel bad that I'm taking it away from him. But also, sorry, old man. Like,
but what? Like, because they also do, like, red licorice or the flavoured licorice. But it doesn't taste like licorice at all.
I haven't even bothered trying it because if it says licorice, I'm running. I'm running for the hills. I'm not doing it. I can't.
But technically, if anything you eat would then be food. So could...
Is this you trying to ban like Nazis?
No.
Like,
I am not going to eat a Nazi.
Like if you ate a Nazi, then technically that's food, so then you can ban it.
Yeah, but it's rotten from the inside out anyway.
Yeah, but then think about you'll be the guy who finally banned the Nazis. Like we apparently failed to do in 1945.
Looks like Nazis on the menu, boys.
I love that scene in Lord of the Rings, because what a Urukai know of menus.
I could just picture an Urukai there just going, hello, sir? Yeah, what would you like?
What would you like to eat? Have you booked? Have you tried our cheese on sourdough toast? Dear, before I sit you down at your table, do you have any allergies?
It's like the modern stuff. That's something that's happened a lot, and I appreciate it, but I'm getting bored of answering that question.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like, back in the day, right? Back in the day, people with allergies used to have to volunteer that information. But now, everyone's asking about it. Like, before, if you went into a restaurant and you had an allergy, you'd have to go, sorry, I'm actually deathly allergic to eggs, so is there any eggs in the kitchen? They'll go, yeah. And they go, okay, well, I'll go home then. Like I have to do it because eggs are in everything. But now, it's the other way around. You walk in, they're like, are you alright with eggs? Will that be fine for you?
I think it's that fear of litigation.
Yeah,
don't sue us.
Please don't sue us. But yeah, back in the day, when you had a
mess with the nostalgia.
when you had a genetic failure like an allergy, it used to be on your shoulders to look out for yourself.
Have you got
But
an
now,
allergy?
in bloody woke Britain, I have hay fever.
Okay. Have you found that it's changed over the years?
I found that I didn't have hay fever until I was 25.
Yeah, it was recently.
And then suddenly I was like, my eyes were streaming, my ears were itching, my nose was running. I was like, what is happening to me? What's happening? And then since then, I mean, it's now part of my morning pill routine, just slamming an antihistamine before I go anywhere.
So I've got a what's it called? The antibiotic. It begins with P.
Paracetamol? Penicillin?
Penicillin.
Yeah.
Penicillin allergy. Didn't even know until I had. Apparently, I blew up like a balloon when I was little because of it, and then when my appendix burst, the person, like, I was literally on the phone to my mum at the time, going, "I'm in hospital. Apparently, my appendix burst." They put an IV in my arm at that moment, and my mum on loudspeaker went, "Don't forget to tell them you're allergic to penicillin." and the nurse went, "What?
Whoa! Whoa, doggy!"
But that's. I don't know if I'm still allergic, but other than that, I'm good. I haven't tried anything edible that I'm allergic to yet.
That's always, whenever I usually have a pre-phone call before I go in to do a job, and inevitably they'll be like, especially if you like talking to makeup or hair, they'll be like, are there any sort of gums or makeups that you're allergic to? And I always, in a very jocular fashion, because I'm a nice guy and a team player, I always say, not yet. And they're like, yeah. So I'm just trying to fill out a form here, dude. Like, you don't have to like perform now. You're just on the phone.
That's
because I'm a nice guy and a team player. Though.
I think there is like a part of the character, isn't it? That is you, that you do feel. It's not even volunteering to, as you say, like, you don't have to perform. That's just what you want to do. Like, as a person, you just want to sort of be that. I mean, but sometimes you do just go. They go, oh yeah, you can say something. No, not really.
I think it's actually like a personal failing of mine. In that sort of like I'll reach for a quip, like, in a scenario which doesn't require it. I'll just be sort of like, hey, like, and then like cut. What's the word they use? Fucking, that doesn't matter. Like chat wise, like, sort of like, that's me, crazy, and then, But I personally think it's a failing of mine. But I'm always looking for the gag.
I'm the same. It's just, but I think it's some people, like, there is a little bit of a rush when you manage to get people laughing.
Oh yeah, that didn't get people laughing though. Not yet.
But it's still, your brain is still reaching for that thing.
Laugh, love me.
Give me a...
Think I'm wonderful, please. I'm so tired.
That's like, we were going with our least favourite foods, but what's the most mid food? Like the most meh possible that is just instantly forgettable? Because that should be banned. Like, at least if there's something that you don't like, there is something about it. When there's, like, for lack of a better term, like the thing that I could think of at the moment, like a McDonald's burger.
Right, yeah.
That's one of those things that every now and then you go, oh, I'll give it a go. But as soon as you've eaten it, you're like, there was nothing there. It's like, I don't dislike it. There was nothing like overly, oh my God, this is delicious. It was just sort of like, that was chewing.
Seeded bread for me.
Seeded bread.
Only because I don't think the health benefits outweigh how sort of bland it is.
See, I like seeded bread because of the texture. Because it's something different,
texture is
but that's why I
interesting
don't
to me.
like white bread. Because it just...
White bread, I'd toast it. I wouldn't necessarily toast seeded bread. I don't know why. I don't think about it, but yeah. I mean, it's
It's funny as we've both gone to bread for a mid thing.
well, yeah, but only because like your standard breads. I think we're spoilt for breads is the problem.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now that we've got all fancy breads,
Sourdough king.
you literally made us a sourdough cheese toasty for lunch, and like, you know, that's pretty bougie.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't have made that 15 years ago.
No.
We didn't even know what sourdough was 15 years ago. We didn't even know what sourdough was 6 years ago. It was like we
Yeah.
all learned in the COVID.
We got to do it.
It's
That and
either-
banana bread.
Banana bread, lovely. I made brownies the other day.
Ooh, banana brownies.
No, just brownies.
Ah,
Just standard brownies.
Still lovely.
Yeah, it was nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, baked.
Or blondies as
Oh,
well. I
blondies.
do like a blondie.
Oh, we've hit 45 minutes.
Oh, goddamn.
Licorice.
I think it's just that, I don't know what to call it, but it is that oceanic kind of in the back of your
Name a
throat,
fish.
salt.
Pin it on one fish.
Octopus and squid. I like them, but they're just sort of...
So no more eating octopus.
Yeah,
and no more,
octopus for me.
no more,
Octopus
no
for
more
me.
eating licorice.
There we go.
That's it. That's your edict. If you listen to the pod, you have to stick to that.
And no licorice octopuses.
Definitely. Oh, no.
But actually, while we've got you, if you've listened to this far, put your food in to the comments if you're listening on
Yeah,
Spotify.
if you're on Spotify, you can comment now.
Yeah.
Do that because it's good.
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
it'd just
I don't-
be cool to see what kind of foods you dislike.
I see. I'm thinking about it purely in utilitarian terms. I'm like, comment because it will help the pod more.
There's me, just the perpetual sort of like conversation keeper. It's just sort of, well, what do you like?
I'm not interested in what our audience have to say.
Okay. Well, you got one of us interested anyway.
I hate our audience. I can't stand them. Always sending in questions and religiously listening.
Keeping us podding.
I must say, friend of the show and former question setter,
Ooh.
Sean Edmonds,
Yes.
also known as Mordecai Shaw, the 7 foot tall,
Yes,
spider-headed wrestler man. He said that we are the thing that gets him going on a Thursday
Hey.
when he's working his normal 9 to 5 as opposed to the wrestling stuff.
Oh, awesome.
He said he looks forward to Thursday morning every time because he knows there's going to be something from us in there.
Thank you, man. That's
And,
awesome.
Actually, I was like, that's actually really
That's
maybe,
really-
that's really maybe. I don't hate the audience really.
I'm chuffed.
I hate most of the audience. I don't hate Sean Edmonds. He's a good guy.
Hate.
Oh,
No.
let me go through all of our listeners, and I'll tell you which ones I like and which ones I don't. No, but that's good. And yeah, I mean, happy 15 episodes as of today.
Yeah.
As in day of recording. This will obviously be episode 20 or 21, probably.
Yeah,
But yeah, happy 15 episodes.
bonkers.
We've been going for
15 weeks.
10 and 5.
10 and 5.
10 and 5, 15 weeks. They say, don't they, Sean, that very, 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 very infinitesimally few pods make it to 10 episodes.
Really?
And here we are.
Wow.
There's a scary stat that like 70% don't even make it to 3.
God dang.
And then of that, like 90% don't make it to 10. And yet here we are,
Yeah.
15, with more in the bank that we could...
And
we could just put that out, like, and then
It's
do
funny
nothing.
how much we do chat bollocks, and we've only caught ourselves repeating ourselves a couple of times.
I think
the audience has probably caught way more.
I was
than
going to say, that's the ones we've caught.
Yeah.
That's just two old men,
Yeah.
like, just circling the same conversations that they've always had.
I've just realised we probably generate the same energy as those two old Muppets.
Oh, Statler and Waldorf. But they're always quipping.
Hey!
They're always quipping about what's going on, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quips.
And one of them's bald.
Got a Discord. If you look in the pod bump, you can find it.
Awesome.
I won't be reading any of it because famously I've got no interest in what any of you have to say. But do send in questions also. We are always in need of questions. And now, here's a competition for everyone. Over the last 3 Just the Boys episodes, including this one of those questions and one of those names was generated by an AI. Answers on a postcard, everyone. And if you win, if you correctly guess, Sean will give you 5 pence.
Wow. Okay. That is very interesting.
Yes.
God dang.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel now.
Yeah, I've introduced a new segment right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, go back, listen to the 3 Just the Boys episodes, everyone that comes after Finley McKillop's episode, or Kinley McPhillip as I called him initially, which was bad. Those 3 eps, one of them was an AI generated question and name. The correct answer's on a postcard, and as I said, Sean will give you 5p if you get it right.
Good luck.
Out of his own bank account.
I'll go. I'll be in my unarranged overdraft then.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to Shut Up and Answer the Question. Your hosts were Ethan Lawrence at Ethan D. Lawrence everywhere and Sean Antony at Sean Antony VO everywhere. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Shut Up and Answer Pod or on TikTok at Shut Up Pod. If you want to email us a question, feel free. The email is shutuppod@yahoo.com, SHUTUPPOD@yahoo.com. Our artwork was by Kitsune Kei, and our music was by Eyes on Legs. We want to thank Podbean for hosting this podcast, and we will see you next time.
Bankrupt Sean for the pod. That's how we're doing engagement.
Bankrupt one of the presenters.